Greetings from the land of Canada. My name is Matt, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys what is potentially my last Dota video of all time. Now, the reason why I want to do this video for you guys is because I want to sort of give like a reason for all of this. Number one is I don't think that it's the right thing to do for my YouTube channel in terms of health. There's just too many problems with uploading Dota content on YouTube. I'm going to show you guys the analytics for my Dota for Dummies episode 1. Now, the thing is, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is the click-through rate on this video is actually very high, which is like very nice. You know, like I love to see that. That's actually amazing. That's one of the key points to a successful YouTube channel is having high click-through rate. That means, you know, good titles, good thumbnails, people are interested. That's cool. But the thing is, I'm not blaming you guys for this. I've seen I literally see so many comments from people where they say that they're just clicking it for the algorithm, which I respect. See, look, it's me back again for the algorithm. Here reading comments for the sake of the algorithm, etc., etc. So what that tells me is that people click on it for the algorithm because of the high click-through rate, and they're like, go Nooch, you know? Great, I love it. Thank you so much for your support. I can't say that enough. The problem is this, the average view duration. If you look at the videos, like the people who are actually watching, they leave within like 30 seconds. Like within 30 seconds, they click it. They see that it's Dota. They're like, okay, this game is not that interesting. Whatever. I got the click for Nooch. We're out of here. So in that sense, it lowers the view duration quite a bit, and YouTube sees that and they're like, okay, yeah, this guy can get the clicks, but he can't keep them around forever. So that's what I want to do with my other content, is I want to make sure that when you guys click it, then you are like more invested in the actual content itself. So like you're going to sit there and actually enjoy it, you know, watch the whole video all the way through because you know that it's entertaining. That's what I want to go for with like my new channel and what I want to make with my new content. And as far as Dota goes, it just doesn't do that anymore for me. And like it just, people don't watch it. So the second part about this video that I want to talk about is the recent drama that has been going on in the Dota community between No Pangolier and Arkosh Gaming. Now, the reason why I want to go over this in particular is because of my relationship with the two teams. The main one being with Arkosh, the main one being with Stars, that we have been friends for like 7 years, like 6 or 7 years. Like we go way back in Dota. He actually started playing Dota because of my videos, and he's told me that like since the day he met me in a low priority game, because he was in a low priority game because he picks Meepo, and like he's insane with that hero and he just carries games, and people think that he's smurfing, so they just report him. So that's why he was in low prio. I was in low prio because I'm a toxic piece of garbage, and I don't like taking games too seriously because I cannot stay composed, and that's my fault for being a really crappy gamer. But you know, that's one of the other reasons why I want to sort of steer away from Dota, is that it makes me, I'm like too invested in it. I'm like over invested in Dota, and it doesn't lead to healthy reactions when stuff like this goes down. Now, the main thing that happened, which a lot of you probably don't know, I'd say the majority of you probably have no idea, is that they were playing in a tournament show match to have like their placing in a big tournament beyond the summit. And what happened is, after they had won, they didn't end up getting their spot because the team backed out of the agreement and basically came up with like some fake like ending to the game where they ended up winning, and like people bought it, but at the same time people didn't buy it. But at the same time, people were saying like, how could you even think that you could just bet a spot in a tournament on the day that you're supposed to be playing your games, right? Like there's so much going on. And like I want to sort of outline this for you guys in case like this is Lukia, right? This is the off lane for No Pangolier, and he was telling them about, he basically went at Slacks and said, I want to play against your team for your spot, and if we lose, each of us on our team has to play 10 ranked techies games. And Slacks agreed. Personally, I'm 200% down here from the team. Hope they ain't a bunch of bitches. Matches Tuesday, 15 minutes ago. So that led to their reaction because they ended up playing the series out. It was a best of 3. I actually casted one of the games myself, and now I actually casted like 1.5 of the games, but now like they're not giving it, right? Like they're not giving the spot just because it's like it's kind of silly to even think they would do it in the first place. But at the same time, like they were under the impression that they were going to make it into the spot, and then they smoked them. Like that's what it really comes down to. I think that Arkosh, if they really want to live this down, they better beat No Pangolier the next time they play, because they got spanked. Like, I'm sorry, Cap. I'm sorry, Jenkins. I'm sorry, Nusham. I'm sorry, BSJ. You guys got deleted by Lies. He just completely slaughtered you with his Fen. That was insane to see. And like, they didn't even pick Pangolier. They didn't even need it. You guys let it through, and they didn't even pick Pangolier. They're just like, whatever. Like, we're just gonna pick like our other strategy that we know works. So like that's just incredible. And like now there's like a seething rivalry between the two teams. And as far as publicity goes, I think that this was pretty good for both teams. But definitely not for Arkosh if they end up underperforming, because like they're like a personality team. Like it seems like they're more of like a meme squad than anything, which begs the question, how did they even get invited into the tournament in the first place? Because they didn't go through qualifiers. It's almost like they had a direct invite just because of like their position amongst the organization, because of like how much pull they have, how much reach they have. So like when they get invited as the team, you know, maybe they bring in more viewers because it's Jenkins playing, it's BSJ playing, it's Capitalist playing. So those guys are like all bringing in their audience. So like BTS is just like, all right, we're going to bring in this team because, you know, Dota's dying. We don't have any viewers anymore. Nobody likes this game. And then it ends up being like this super dramatic thing because then they put their line on a spot against a better team than them and then lose. And then like, it's just so brutal. Like when I was playing Dota as like a top 200 player, like I never had to deal with this sort of stuff, but I had to deal with other garbage within like the professional scene, which is basically just, if you lose a game, say goodbye to your roster. You're never playing with them again. It's fucking insane. Like I'm sorry for cursing, but literally like there's no dignity in like North American Dota whatsoever. There's no like honor. There's no commitment. Everybody just is shuffling around all the time with their teams, and there's so much nepotism and favoritism in the scene. It just makes me so sad to see that, because like I thought that this game had integrity, but obviously not. So this is probably going to be the last video that I ever make about Dota and on Dota, just because I can't see any other reason for me to continue doing this, is because nobody likes watching it, and I don't even like the game anymore. So that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you guys aren't too upset by this. I'm going to be bringing you guys tons of other content. That's the thing. Like, if anything, this is a good thing. Don't be upset about this. I'm past my prime in terms of Dota. Like 2017 was like top 200 Nooch when I played against PPD in the TI7 open qualifiers, and I lost with like Sammy Boy as my carry. Like I have a bunch of things that I used to do in that game that I could say that like were high tier. Like I used to want to be a pro at that game. Nowadays, I have no interest in it whatsoever. The professional scene is not interesting. I think that it is too just inconsistent. Like, you don't see good teams anymore stick together. It's like you have a team, and when you do stuff like this and you throw drama at them like this and you make them feel bad, and they don't want to play together. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if No Pangolier doesn't stick around as a squad anymore. But like, that's the thing. That's the one exception, is that No Pangolier, if they were any other team, they would probably disband. But I know that they're staying together, and like they're a really tight-knit group of friends, and I really want to see them grow, and I want to see them flourish, and stuff like this. It doesn't help, you know. It just makes them hate the game, and it makes them want to do other stuff. And so that's really bothering me, because there's so much, like, just, it's at the top of the top level. There's only like 8 teams that actually earn anything in Dota, and it's just sad for other competitors. Anyways, this is going to be the end of Dota for me. We had a good run, essentially, but I would rather spend my time doing stuff more productive, if that's like we can sum this all up to. Anyways, hope you all enjoy. Thanks all for watching, guys. Peace out.